Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Island Church Weekly Podcast. I'm your host, Matt Lombardi, joined as always by Pastor Will. Pastor Will, how you doing today?
I'm having a good day. How about you, Matt?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm sorry that you are not on vacation in some beautiful tropical paradise. Instead, you're schlepping it here with me. Sorry about that. But hey, I'm happy to see you.
No, it's good to be here, and we'll reschedule. But looking forward to getting Sandy away and just
Yeah.
catching our breath. But we got a lot of things coming up between now and middle of December, and maybe middle of December
A little
we'll get a little
busy.
time away.
A
So
little busy. Well, before we get to what's coming up, let's talk about what's been. How was Sunday at Island Church?
it's a really good day. Another basically in church, people may or may not know this. Once you get 80% full, you're full because
Yep.
people will stop inviting people because they think, well, we're
Yep.
full.
Oh, we
So
don't
we're
stay.
probably at that 80% number, pretty close to that if we weren't on Sunday. And so that's good. And then we had guests that were there and return guests, and
Best.
hopefully they'll become part of our church family. And it's great to see some of our people that are back. Of course, we have people coming and going in shifts, right?
Yep. Always.
That's always the case. But
Yeah.
it was a good Sunday. I think the message resonated with some people. And it really was just a call to holiness, to be a peculiar, different people, not weird,
Yeah.
but to be
Just
a
different.
different
Yeah.
a set apart people. Holy means set apart,
Yeah.
and a distinct people. And it's not that we have secret handshakes and
Yeah.
secret attire. That's
No.
not it. It's just simply that we're a unique people, and we can see this actually happen in the country. That there's really a longing for somebody that's got some things figured out in
Yeah.
life. When everything is unraveling, what is stable? And
Yep.
we have Jesus Christ. God's unchanging, and we have faith in Him, and our hope is in Him. And
Yeah.
we need to live like that, not live with the ups and downs of the world as
Absolutely.
much. And so it was a good Sunday in a lot of different ways. We had, after the service, we had our Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone said, what type of church are you? Somebody asked one of our church members, and they said, well, really a non-denominational, but it's got a Baptist background and some different things like that. They said, but we eat like Baptist. So,
That's the right way to think.
so we had some great food, great fellowship together. Several of our people set up tables and decorated, and we did it out in the parking lot. Normally we do that at Fort DeSoto.
Yeah.
We included a baptism service, and we didn't have that this year because Fort DeSoto is closed.
Yeah.
But we also had Adeline that played the piano for us, one of the songs. And so she's learning, one of our young church members. And so that was a fun thing as well, just to allow her to play. And that was a good thing. So it's good all the way around. Good day.
Awesome. Sounds like an eventful Sunday, one that you can, lots of celebration, lots to be grateful for, spend that time as a church family. Okay, so you alluded to it already. Lots coming up in the life of the church. Give us a rundown of some of the key events coming up, and then maybe zoom in a little bit on the ones that you're most excited about.
Okay. Well, this coming week, we got Leo Schofield coming back, and he's going to be preaching for me. We had scheduled this because I was going to be away this week in Honduras. And since we're not, but he's still going to preach for me. And we've helped, as you know, we've helped set him up a website so that we can help support him as he begins to launch out in ministry outside of the prison. And we're still working behind the scenes to help with the governor, who has his hands full on some other matters.
Yeah.
But we're trying to help the governor move towards exoneration with Leo. But Leo's a gifted person, seminary trained actually as well, and just needs to get some experience. And we're looking forward to hosting him, and won't just be whining and complaining about his story. That's not how he does. It's an amazing story. And if you haven't listened to him, I'm going to say to you, keep telling you, go to Bone Valley Podcast. It really will inspire, encourage your faith. And if you're having a bad day,
it's a place to go.
It'll help pick you up. It'll just remind you that your bad days and my bad days aren't that much. So we've got Leo coming.
The easiest way to find that, just to interject there, probably the easiest way to find it is just go to leoschofield.org, and then right on the homepage there's a link. We link right out to the Apple Podcasts, so you can go listen to Bone Valley. If you just go to Leo's website, that'll take you right to the podcast.
That's a good word. It's SCHOFIELD. It's not two L's, just one L.
Yeah.
And but you can find that. And we're looking forward to having him and Chrissy back with us. And it's just a very unique story. And there'll be links to the 2020 shows and other kinds of things that are on there. And if you feel so inclined this year to help out with him, then you can do it through our missions offering. And then our missions offering is actually helping him. We're not saying you can't do it directly. We're just saying that's an avenue for you if you'd like to give to the church. We're going to do some things to help him. Again, our church sponsored the 3 churches in the prison, of which he was really the leading person probably in the entire prison system. And so has quite a ministry, and he still continues to have that. So he's coming up. Let's say we got several different things in December. We got the lighting of the Christmas tree that's coming on December the 7th. That doesn't sound right. What day of the week is that?
December 7th is this makes for bad radio, but it's good for making sure we're clear on things. So December the 7th would be a Saturday night.
There we go. We see, like my uncle said from Mississippi, he said, I was wrong once. That's when I thought I was wrong and I wasn't. No. I couldn't even get out a few words Sunday, man. I was struggling with the Medes and the Persians. I could not get there. I had all types of syllables messed up, but
I get it.
But anyway, on the 7th, it's just a time to connect with the community. It's not our event. It's actually sponsored by some people. It's 4 to 7. You say, how could I help with that? It's basically just greeting a few people. We're going to have a table set up just to say hello, let them know that we're here. We have some cards where we can invite them to our upcoming events, like the Christmas Eve service, and also the program, the December the 8th, the very next day. We can invite them the next night to a program that will involve an a cappella choir from St. Pete High School, which we've done this. Maybe this will be our 3rd time we've done this. Also, our handbells from our church will be playing that particular Sunday. And then it's at 5:00, I believe. And then we have a composer in our church, a music composer, Alex. And so Alex is going to be playing some music as well. She writes some things for the Florida Symphony and those kinds of things. So December the 7th. So how could you help? Well, we need someone, and we've got 4 to 5 covered, 5 to 6 covered, but we need 6 to 7 covered just to welcome people. We have one person, but really another person. You won't be alone. And then to help us, there'll be a table, maybe 2, and we'll want to break those down at the end of the thing and bring those back to the building. That's December 7th. So if you've got 6 to 7 o'clock open, can commit that Saturday night for an hour just to greet people. That'd be a super kind of thing. And so do that. And then the 8th, very next day, we have that 5 o'clock program. Again, a cappella, people that can really sing, those young ladies that can really sing, the handbells, and from our church. And then we have Alex will be playing some special Christmas music. So it's a big time.
All the stuff coming up. Okay, so lots happening in the life of Island Church. Pastor Will, how can folks be praying for the church this week?
Well, we've got these events. We still are trying to reach out to people. Matt, our church is really doing more and more towards trying to engage people. Yes. We have people that are learning to share their faith, and if you're not sure, if you're listening and you're not really sure about your faith and or how to share your faith, like your testimony, we'd love to help you with that. I mean, you can just talk with me personally. I'd be happy to either point you in the right direction to a group or to just to share with you and share that up with you personally. Maybe you say, I maybe have crossed the line of faith. I'm not really sure that where I stand with God. Then I'd love to have a conversation. We're all on a journey. And, like I said in a sermon recently, a few weeks ago, I said, every saint has a past and every sinner has a future.
Yep.
And so, we recognize we're all on this journey. So I'd love to have that conversation with you, but just pray for our community that would come to faith. We're in the process of putting up another basketball goal actually today on Tuesday so that we can engage with people and people enjoy playing that. But we've got this building, the building's coming along. You just keep looking for your neighbors and your friends.
Yep. Absolutely.
And we're going to have hopefully roll out for you very long ways you can serve in the life of the church, because that's where you really begin to grow spiritually, and a pathway for you to kind of grow spiritually. Let you do some self-assessment. We want to consider unexamined life. I was one of those smart people in the world that said unexamined life is not worth living. And so we want to examine our life, and we want to live in a way that has really makes eternal difference. And I'm grateful to be the pastor here, grateful to be your pastor.
Yeah.
And we're in this together, but God's got some interesting things for us. And it's just amazing to kind of watch how he's working in various people's lives. And hopefully he's working in each one of the people that are listening here today.
Absolutely. Well, we know he is. And Pastor Will, we appreciate you. We're grateful for you, for your work, and for the way that you lead us well. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you back here next week or maybe the week after. Next week is Thanksgiving, so we'll see what that schedule looks like. But we're grateful for you being here today. We'll see you again next time.